Hello Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. I am really excited to do this reading. This is going to be a general reading. So if you feel called to this, as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. And yeah, let's get right into it. Five of Swords in reverse. That's a really beautiful energy. So this is kind of like the overall energy of the whole reading. And it's Five of Swords. I can show you that. In reverse. So yeah, five energy can be a little bit challenging to be in the midst of. And, you know, this card I feel associated towards like perhaps in the past a feeling of like wanting to be really competitive with the people around you and feeling like you're getting away with something because you are kind of like end up with all these swords. But when it's in reverse, it's kind of this realization that kind of competition isn't necessary for you to do your work, that kind of like competitiveness, and you're actually moving away from that energy to free yourself from that, because really it's when you're so strongly in that like conflicting energy where you feel like you have to like fight everyone around you, it's keeping you trapped more than it's setting you free. And then the World card coming out immediately. So yeah, I see you past this energy. I see this as like a huge life cycle that you've been able to successfully move through and like completed this chapter. And the World card doesn't come out very often. So when it does, it has a lot of power, has a lot of meaning. I guess I'll show you the World card. It is a really beautiful card. There's so much like relief that comes when this card comes out, showing me that you've made it through this challenging mindset and come through the other side so much more strong. You've got the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands in reverse. Wow. Yeah. So 9 of Wands is somewhat of a defensive energy. It's coming closer to that release, that end release. So you might not feel that release immediately, but I mean, just look at this guy in this card. He's been through some intense stuff, and still he stands with all his like wands surrounding him. Even though he's got this bandage on, he still is like a fighter. He's still like ready to like, you know, defend what's his. But the 10 of Wands, realizing like not all of these wands do you have to carry. And in fact, like your back, look how strong this guy's back is. I guess I'll show you in the upright. That's too many wands to try to carry all around, especially when this isn't even all of your responsibility to carry. So, you know, this like mindset might not have been yours originally. It might have originated in your ancestral lines. And now you're kind of coming to the realization that you don't really want to be that way anymore. And you're choosing a new path to walk down, and you're breaking an ancestral cycle by walking down this new path that you've claimed for yourself. Let's pull a few more cards on that. That's really beautiful. Ooh, Judgment. Judgment wanted to come out immediately when I was first like shuffling the deck. So Judgment is kind of like a pretty like beautiful but intense energy. One of like spirit calling, you know, like, so this is like one of our angel cards in the deck. So this is like, yes, you are the one that's doing this work, but you actually are guided very strongly through spirit as well. And your ancestors are also like on the other side cheering you on. I just feel them like celebrating this fact that you've evolved through that sort of like competitive, sort of argumentative, feeling like you need to say the last word perhaps, or yeah, you no longer feel that way, or you're moving through it. Oh my God, Temperance, our other angel card coming out. Damn, that is beautiful. This is that balance. This is that life-death balance, that push and pull. This is like the fire and water mixing. Temperance is, you know, spirit calling us towards like our higher selves. Wow. Double angels, one after another. These are some powerful energies out here. Oh, and the Hermit. The Hermit is this gorgeous energy. Hermit is Virgo energy. And the Hermit teaches us a lot about what it means to be in the present moment. Taking one step in front of the other, letting the lantern guide you, and not looking far beyond that, not looking in the past, recognizing that you have what you need to create the world that you're called to, and that all it takes is that one step in front of the other. You don't have to like, you know, be somewhere that you're not. Exactly where you are is where you should be, and you should be really proud of yourself for being able to be in that moment and being able to be in this space and making it through this evolution, really. Boom, look at this whole last line, all major arcanas. That is incredible. I'm gonna pull some clarifying cards. Let me put that back. I think I'm gonna clarify the word. Okay. Ooh, Page of Coins. Beautiful. Page energy is amazing. And Page of Coins is the student of the tarot, willing to be in that space of learning and not like expecting yourself to be farther beyond that. And recognizing that this is a beginning, and beginnings are very tender moments. So to move from a place knowing that you're surrounded by your guides, by your ancestors, by spirit, knowing that you are being called forth by something greater than yourself, and you're allowed to be in the beginning. You're allowed to be in this beginning state, in this like student energy, in this, you know, holding true to childlike wonder and moving from a place of excitement towards this new beginning. Oh, wow. Yes, the Hierophant. Wow. The Hierophant is the teacher of the deck. The Hierophant is, you know, the influence. You are the Hierophant, the influence as well. This is just like, so this is clarifying the Nine of Wands. I'm going to spread these out a little bit. And so the Hierophant is really like a truth speaker too. So it's Taurus energy. It rules over the throat, and the Hierophant always comes through to bless a reading. So I feel this like, even though this guy looks kind of like sad and upset, like it's really just showing you how far you've come. It's not like warning or anything. Tarot's never warning, I should say that. It's never meant to frighten you. It's really here to just like read the energies around us and to offer whatever like messages might want to come through spirit. So with the Hierophant clarifying this Nine of Wands, it's just saying like, even before you were calling forth your honorable ancestors, your spirit guides to protect you, you've been protected in this space, and you've been led to this place of deep knowing. You are both the student and the teacher. And what you've learned needs to be spoken. People need to hear what you have to say. People, want your input because you've been through a lot to get here and you've learned so many lessons. Like the World card is no joke. Like you've learned some huge life lessons, and the Hierophant is just clarifying that, just how far you've come, how much you've learned, and how you've been the one doing this work. Yeah. Nine of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this is clarifying the Ten of Cups. What's meant for you will not pass you by. Your wish fulfillment will always, end up finding its way to you. But it's actually the wish fulfillment. It's a long, it takes a road to get there. It takes, at the time. I don't know how to say this. I guess it's more about the road to get to your wish fulfillment than it is about reaching that wish, So really take your time with this. There is no rush. There's no rush to reach your wishes. There's only you moving further towards what Spirit has been calling from you all along and offering to you along the way. This light that guides the Hermit is the light that shines off Temperance, the angel's head as well. Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah. That's beautiful. I think Spirit wants you to offer up some of the more heavy emotions that you may experience along this journey, and lean on, your other guides, whoever it is that you believe in and trust to be on the other side, helping you through this physical world. They want you to lean even further on them when you need that support. To look at this, the Sun, the bottom of the deck. Just like happiness, beauty, this Judgment, it kind of sort of looks a little scary, but Judgment is such a beautiful energy of reawakening us, like a second birth almost. And these two cards, coming out really explain that pretty well. It's like this energy of in releasing some of these energies, in releasing some of these emotions, and releasing some of the more turbulence to your spirit guides, and offloading some of that to Spirit, it actually can clear the way a lot more so that you can continue to move forward without any of the hindrance that can come from not being able to express yourself fully, or not feeling entirely able to understand whatever it is that you're even feeling, Yeah, the Magician are in reverse. You don't have to do it all alone. Although you have all that you need within you, you can lean on others in your community, whether that's the community in your physical life or the community on the other side. Yeah, it's so funny to come out and also like to, you know, to have all these cards of like support and like offerings and just like clarifying that like you have so much like support surrounding you, and that like the support on the other side of the veil is like as strong, if not stronger, than like any support you can have in this physical realm. So really lean on it, you know, like that's what they're there for. And then to contrast it with like the Hermit here. Yeah, 8 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you just like, again, another clarifier that you have moved out of this state of feeling trapped in your own like mindset, and just like how strong you are for being able to make it out of that, and how much courage it takes to embark on this like journey alone, and yet you're doing it so brilliantly. Yeah, that 3 of Swords, that like bravery that it takes to have difficult conversations, that bravery that it takes to face these heart wounds. You have come so far, and you've just like continue, I think it just like you continue to blow your spirit guides away with just how far you've come and how much you're able to face. And you know, they really want to, I just feel this like strong message that they really want to be there for you. So even if you don't, obviously none of us know all of our ancestors, but even just connecting to the ones that you connected to in life, reaching out, you know, saying their names, talking to them, that might come. Oh my goodness. And I just pulled the World card to end this reading. Wow. Wow, the world to begin and the world to end. Wow. That is just so powerful. Yeah, there's like this huge change that you've made in your life, and an opening really to the world around you, the world seen and unseen. Connecting you even further to the earth that we live on, and like to your own intuition, to your own like inner knowing, to your body, to what your body is saying to you. This isn't even just like one thing that you've learned and like, you know, moved through. And this is like a whole bunch of things that you've come to the realization of recently, and you've now closed the chapters. And like important, you know, ancestral, generational chapters as well. And your ancestors, your spirit guides, source is just so unbelievably proud of you. And wow. I'm just like almost speechless with how like beautiful of a reading this was, and how powerful. Look at all these major arcanas to come out. The world twice. World energy twice. Really emphasizing that fact that you've made it through this chapter. You've been through the tower. You've been through the major arcana. You've made it out the other end. You've come to so many life-changing decisions. And it's all been through the help of like spirit, of your ancestors' spirit guides. Yeah, because we got the Sun, Judgment, Temperance, the Hermit, Magician, World twice, the Hierophant. These are powerful. So yeah, just like, man, be gentle with yourself in these new beginnings, because you've been so far and you really do deserve some like celebrations if you can give that to yourself. But just know that like you're being led one step at a time. You don't have to like think so far ahead or ruminate on the past. Like you've made it through the other end. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Sag. Wow, it's an honor to read for you. I really feel so much power in this reading, and I'm sending you all so much love, and I'm excited to talk with you all soon. Bye.